And also, thank you for your interest in the Foundations of Teaching course. The course is going to start on Saturday, and so we're going to take some time today to go over a lot of the frequently asked questions about the course, so you know exactly what the course is about and who it's for. And just quickly, the course is not just for teachers. The course is called the Foundations of Teaching, but this course, this 40-day course, is really for anyone who wants to deepen their understanding of Kundalini. From my very first exposure to the Kundalini practice, I was really taken with how quickly it could affect change. And I was completely taken with this practice, but I really struggled with a lot of the ways that it was presented. The way Kundalini has been taught for many, many years has alienated people that could really benefit from this practice. There are so many myths and misconceptions about this practice. Even today, I know there's a student waiting for me to answer about these continuously repeated myths about the danger of Kundalini. And the more we repeat and perpetuate these myths, the more it keeps you from benefiting from this practice that can create profound transformation in your life very, very quickly. So it's time to put the myths and misconceptions aside, and it's time to dive into this work that is life-changing. So the Kundalini Awakening training, the Foundations of Teaching training, is really open to anyone who has interest in this practice, who wants to learn how to use these classes to affect changes in their lives, to change body, mind, spirit, to create incredible transformation. It's also open to anybody who wants to get their yoga teacher certification. And this year is unique in that we can certify teachers 100% online. This has never happened before. And of course, it's happening this year because of current conditions with COVID. So this is an opportunity. If this is something that you've been wanting to do, you can use the Foundations of Teaching course and combine it with the Self-Mastery Series courses to receive your 200-hour certification in this style of yoga. And those of you who already have a 200-hour certification, taking this particular course will give you all the tools and techniques that you need to teach. So that's just a quick recap of who this course is for. And if that resonates with you in any way, if you've been interested in taking your 200-hour certification, you can do it online this year. If you already have a 200-hour certification, but you've been interested in adding this particular style to what you teach, that's available to you through this Foundations of Teaching course. Or if you just have this incredible, desire to learn more and to learn how you can use these meditations, these physical movements, these different breath techniques, these mantras, these mudras, all of these aspects of yoga that we work with in this practice. If you're interested in learning how to use them in your own life to create profound transformation, the Foundations of Teaching is also available to you. It's also exactly the course that you need to put these pieces together to create classes for yourself, not just for now, but for the future. You'll have enough practices with this work to give you materials to work with literally for a lifetime. I'm going to get more into the details of the course after, because as I said, this is our last chance to get together for a Q&A. The course is starting on Saturday, and we're closing registration on Thursday, March the 25th. So today I promised you a energy clearing practice, and that's what we're going to start with. We're going to use that very simple mantra Had and Hari, and to create that third chakra activation. That's a very important part of generating heat in the body to begin the release of your Kundalini energy. And that's what we're working with. We're working on the energetics of the body. I always say that the body is just along for the ride. When we pay attention to what's happening internally, it changes what's happening here to the physical body. We become so obsessed with with the physique, and we don't realize that nothing's going to change here until we change what's happening in here. So we get strong internally. We clear, we clear blocks, we clear energetic blocks. We begin to work with this incredible strength that is always available to us. So we create a strong body to create a strong mind. So if the mind can affect the body, alternately, the body can affect the mind. So there's a lot going on here. We're working on all three levels of your being, body, mind, and spirit. And in the Foundations of Teaching course, you're going to learn how to create kriyas, how to create classes to work on all three aspects of yourself, of your being simultaneously. So I'll set that aside from now. I'll tell you more later, but if any of that resonates with you, stay with us after class and I'll tell you more. So as always, do what feels right for your body. Please stop and rest anytime you need to. Really respect what your body's telling you. The mantra we're using is Had Hari, H-A-R and H-A-R-I. All right, let's get started. Come sitting tall, spine straight, chin parallel to the floor. Extend your hands out over your knees, thumb and index fingers pressed together. Close your eyes, go inward, breathe deep, long, deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Keep going, long, deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Keeping the eyes closed. The focus on you. Rub your palms together briskly. Hands to heart center, shoulders relaxed. We'll begin with the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply and hold. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Stay connected to that place of peace deep inside. With the eyes closed, exhale. One more deep inhale, fill the heart. And exhale. Keep the palms together, bring the hands to the left shoulder. Clap your hands at the left shoulder. Had, overhead, had, right shoulder, had, heart center, hari, to the left. Had, hari, 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 had. 3 more. Had, hari, had. Last time. Had, hari. Deep inhale. Hold it. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Extend the arms wide. Keep the left hand exactly where it is. Had. Right hand claps the left. Hari. Bring the right arm open. Had. Clap with the left. Hari. Other side. Had. Hari. 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 Had. Keep going. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Had. You can go slower if you need to. Had. Hari. 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 inhale. Hold it exactly as you are, exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Make fists with your hands, thumbs point straight up. Come all the way to standing. You can use your hands if you need to help yourself get up. Step the feet wide. Bend the knees a little bit. Twist to your left. Had. Twist the other way. Hari. Had. 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 Hari. 3 more. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Last time. Had. Hari. Inhale. Extend the arms wide. Exhale. Stay here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Reach the arms overhead. Palms face forward. Keep the legs wide. Slight bend in the knees. Belly strong as you come up. Hit the floor 1 time. Had. Up overhead. Hari. Let it go. Had. Hari. 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 Had. 3 more. Had. Hari. Had. Hari. Last time. Had. Hari. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, inhale, keep reaching. On the exhale, extend the arms just to the level of the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Pump the arms here 3 times. Had. On Hari, you go down, arms go up. If it's too much for the knees, stay in standing. Strong arms. Had, 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 Hari. 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 Had, had, had. 3 more. Had, 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 Hari. Had, had, had. Last time. Had, 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 Hari. Inhale back to standing. Exhale, turn the palms to face forward. Inhale. Exhale, keep the left hand where it is. Had, clap with the right. Hari. Other side. Had, Hari. 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 Had. Last 2. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Inhale, spread the arms wide. Exhale, stay right here. Clap your hands overhead as you come down. Had. Bring the arms back to the level of the shoulders. Hari. Had, 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 Hari. 3 more. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Last time. Had, Hari. Inhale. Hold it, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, bend the knees a lot as you come forward. Hit the floor 1 time, go. Had, clap overhead, Hari. Had, 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 Hari. 3 more. Had, Hari. Had, Hari. Last time. Had, Hari. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, inhale, reach higher. Exhale, turn the palms to face forward. Lower the arms just to the level of the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Bend the elbows, grab hold of the elbows. Bring the feet closer together. Kick the left leg out. Had, right leg had. Bend the knees a lot, touch the floor. Hari. You can move slowly or quickly. It's up to you. When you're ready, left, right, touch the floor, go. Had, had, Hari. 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 Last two. Had, hari. Had, hari. Inhale back to standing. Exhale, stay here. Pivot the feet wider. Slow down if you need to. Standing squatter all the way down. Had, hari. 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 Three more. Had, hari. Had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Release the arms by your sides. Bring the feet together. Remember, you can slow down when you need to. The mantra is had, hari. Doing jumping jacks with the mantra when you're ready. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had. Turn to your left. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had. To your left. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, to your left. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. To your left. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Reach the arms all the way up, lift the heart. Had. Bend the knees, let it go. Hari. All the way. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Had, hari. Three more. Had, hari. Had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. And inhale, reach high. Exhale, keep reaching. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, the arms in front of you just to the level of the shoulders. Pivot the feet wider than hip distance, toes point forward, soften the shoulders. Strong arms, had. On hari, go down if you choose, when you're ready. Had, hari. 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 Had, three more. Had, hari. Had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. Stay down. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Left arm up. Had. Right arm. Hari. Go. Had, hari. 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 Both arms extended. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Exhale. Powerful inhale to standing. Exhale. Stay here. Soften the knees a lot. Keep the belly strong when you come up. This can be really hard on the low back, so go slower or sit it out and just work with mantra. Touch the floor. Had, reach high, hari. Had, 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 hari. Three more. Had, hari. Had, hari. Last time. Had, hari. Inhale. Exhale. Press your palms together. Pivot the feet wider. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Clap your hands. Had, hari. 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 Hold it, exhale, all the way to standing. Hard. Keep the arms extended. Come down as far as you choose. Hari. Hard, 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 hari. 3 more. Hard, hari. Hard, hari. Last time. Hard, hari. All the way to standing. Inhale. Keep reaching high. Exhale. Deep inhale. On the exhale, open the arms wide. Slowly. Slowly release your arms to your sides. Take your time. Take your time. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Bring the feet all the way together. When you're ready, jumping jacks. This time we're circling around the other way. Same mantra, go. Had, hari, had, hari, had, hari, had, hari, had. Turn to your right. Had, hari, hari, to your right. Hari, to your right. To your right. Last time. Heart all the way to the sky. Bend your knees, let it go. Hari, all the way up. Hari. Hari. 3 more. Hari. Last time. Hari. And inhale, reach high. Exhale, keep reaching. Inhale, reach higher. On the exhale, slowly. Slowly release your arms to your sides. Take your time. Take your time. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands onto your hips. You can walk, you don't have to jump. We're gonna walk or jump the feet apart. Had, crisscross, hari, go. Had, hari, 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 had, hari. Now we're gonna go last leg up and then the right go. Had, hari, 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 had, hari. Slow it down, come to a walk or a slow run, you decide. Make fists with your hands, bring your fists to your shoulders. Punch the fist all the way up, hard to your shoulders, hari, down, hard to your shoulders, hari, and go, hard, hari, 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 hard, hari hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Just a little bit more. Hard, hari, 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 hard. Release the arms. Now bring your fists to your shoulders. You can stay just like this if you choose. You don't have to. We're going to bring the legs up high as you punch out powerfully for just a few seconds. And let's go. As hard as you can, as fast as you can. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Punch it all out. Go, 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 go. Just a few more seconds. Few more seconds. You can do it. Go. And hard all the way to the sky. Hard. Let it go. Hari. All the way up. Hard. Hari. Hard. Hari. Three more. Hard. Hari. Hard. Hari. Last time. Hard. Hari. And inhale, reach high. And exhale. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale as you release your arms to your sides. Take your time. Take your time. Press your palms together in front of your body. Inhale, float the arms all the way up. Walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach high. Palms together, exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Option to drop the knees to the floor to protect your shoulders and low back. Pull the belly up. Bend the elbow slightly, coming down. Hard. Press out, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari, hard, hari. Last time, hard, hari, inhale, exhale, press back, down dog. Deep inhale, and exhale. When you feel ready, bend the knees deeply, walk the feet all the way to the hands. And inhale, float the arms up high. Exhale. Keep reaching high. Keep reaching. Deep inhale. Exhale, press your palms together. Clap your hands here one time. Had. Release the arms, left leg out. Hari. Other side. Had. Hari. 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 Hard, hari, 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 hard, hari. Three more. Hard, hari, hard, hari. Last time. Hard, hari. Inhale, reach high, and exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Keep reaching high. Keep reaching high. Take a small step back or a big step back with the left leg. Bend the front knee, knee over ankle. You're on the ball of the left foot. Palms touching. Release the arms, straighten the leg. Hard, bend, hari, hard, 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 hari. Two more. Hard, hari. Last time. Hard, hari. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Step the left leg forward. Exhale. When you feel ready, small step back with the right leg or big step. You decide. Bend the knee. Hard, straighten, hari, hard, 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 hari. Three more. Hard, hari, GloriaLatham, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, on the next inhale, step the right leg forward and exhale. Keep the arms reaching high, set the feet wider than hip distance apart. Clap the hands here one time. Standing squat all the way down, hari. 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 3 more. Hari. GloriaLatham. Hari. Inhale. Hold it right here. Exhale. Keep the shoulders completely relaxed. On the next inhale, float the arms overhead. Hold it here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Pumping the belly with the mantra had. When you're ready, inhale to begin. Inhale. And begin. Had. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, keep reaching. Inhale, reach higher. And exhale, bring the hands in behind you, lower the buttocks to the floor, shake out the arms, shake out the legs, come all the way down onto your back. Draw both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs, rock the body side to side. Come back to center, extend the legs down to the floor. Hands, head, feet, all 6 inches off the floor with breath of fire. There's pressure in the low back, lower one leg, lower the head. When you're ready, coming up, pump your belly, breath of fire. Inhale, hold it, exhale, one more deep inhale, and exhale, let it go. Drop both knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, rock the body side to side. Come back to center, extend the legs down to the floor, release your arms to your sides. Find that place of surrender, that place of release. The body be heavy. Just let yourself go. Just be in the stillness, be completely still. Bring the left palm onto the heart and the right hand over top. Deepest, deepest inhale to wake up your heart. Deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Breathe deeply, deep inhale. And exhale. And we'll close with one long Satnam. And inhale to close. Inhale. Sat. Nam. Satnam. Please take your time coming back from practice. And if you can stay behind, if something I said to you before class resonated, I will be covering what this new course is all about, the foundations of teaching. To be clear, this course isn't new. It's a course I've been teaching for 25 years, but because of current conditions, Yoga Alliance is allowing us to do more and more of our work online. I've been teaching online since 2014. So the online space isn't new to me. Actually, that's not true. I've been teaching online since 2004. I've been doing classes online since 2004, but online trainings since 2014. So it's been a while. And this year I'm taking the Foundations of Teaching course online because Yoga Alliance is allowing us to certify teachers online. And I don't know if this is going to be an opportunity that will ever be open again. We'll see what Yoga Alliance says. But at this point, for anybody interested in getting their yoga teacher training certificate, you can do it 100% online this year. So for those of you who have some questions about the Foundations of Teaching, I'll just recap quickly how this course works, what it's all about. And then I've got Raquel here to join us to help us answer any specific questions that I don't cover in this quick summary of what this is all about. So the Foundations of Teaching course is open to anybody with a deep interest in this practice and learning about how this practice can transform your life. This is the tools and techniques course. This gives you, the information about which poses affect which chakra systems, which meditations should I work with if I want to work on a particular chakra system that has a particular effect in my life. How do I deal with physical issues? How do I deal with emotional issues? This is the tools and techniques course. It's also the course that someone who's interested in teaching yoga would take to get those same tools and techniques to share them with their students. Now, if you already have a yoga teaching certificate, a 200-hour certificate in any style of yoga, the Foundations of Teaching course will give you all the tools and techniques you need to start teaching this style of yoga. Now, whether the Yoga Alliance will consider that teacher training credits or continuing education credits is still a bit unclear. Because of so many studio closures, to this point, Yoga Alliance has been allowing you to combine different trainings to make up 300 hours. That might not be the case. You might only get continuing education credits for this if you already have a 200-hour certificate. Regardless, you're still going to be able to use all the course information to teach your students because you already have a teacher training certificate. If you don't, then you have an option to get your 200-hour training by combining the Foundations of Teaching with my Self-Mastery Series courses. So if Raquel will be popping the link in here so you can go and have a look at what those are all about. But essentially there are 4 classes in total, and you've probably heard me mention them before: Crystallize Your Vision, Break Through Your Blocks, Heal Your Heart, and Master Your Mind. And that's where we do that deep dive personal work using the chakra system, using the tools and techniques that you're learning in Foundations of Teaching course to create those personal transformations in the Self-Mastery Series course. So the training is set up in a completely unique way so that you can both immerse yourself fully in the personal development aspect of teacher training and also immerse yourself fully in the tools and techniques, but at a separate time. So when you're doing your personal investigative work, when you're doing that transformational work, you're fully in it. You're not worried about how you're going to teach this to someone else. First, you have to figure it out for yourself. Then when we switch gears and we're in tools and techniques, that's when you can, ask those questions about how long would I get my students to do this for? How many repetitions should they do? How many minutes do I hold that pose? What breath technique should I incorporate in this class with this posture? What are the mantras I should use? That's where we get into that, but it's separate. So you have to do your personal work so you can understand this practice in your body, so you can really embody this work before you then go and teach, learn those tools and techniques to teach them to someone else. You can do this work in any order. Right now, the Foundations of Teaching course is open for enrollment. And then you can jump on board for the next Self-Mastery Series course, which is going to start in May. The course curriculum is all pre-recorded so that you can schedule the classes for any time of day that works for you. It's different from the Self-Mastery Series courses. The Self-Mastery Series, we get classes every single day. So there's quite a bit of intensity to this. In the Foundations of Teaching course, you get your curriculum dropped 2 times a week, and then we meet 2 times a week so that you can download and ask questions and get clarification on what you're learning. Now, if you can't make it live, you can ask me questions anytime, of course. I am available to you. And the replays are going to be made available to you too. So the Foundations of Teaching course is a 60-hour credit course. If you combine it with the Self-Mastery Series, you can get your 200-hour certificate. If you have a 200-hour certificate, you can simply add those 60 hours as continuing education credits. It might add up to 300 hours for you. I can't say for sure, but it will give you what you need to teach. So in this course, you are going to get everything you need to know about the practice of Kundalini. We're starting on March 27th. The classes are released every Tuesday and Friday, and we meet every Saturday and Wednesday. I'm going to get Raquel to hop on and just to make sure that I'm answering the questions that you have about the coursework. Raquel, are you there?
Yeah, hi everyone. I work with Gloria behind the scenes, so if you are joining the courses, you'll see me in the background a lot. Gloria, could you just talk a little bit about your style for those who are new to your style, just explaining a little bit more about what makes it unique and what the benefits are compared to like a pose and alignment based practice?
Definitely. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the class, in this class, we're working with energetics. We're working with the energy body. That's what Kundalini is all about. Your Kundalini energy is what you're capable of. It's your untapped potential. And so we explore these practices that help you awaken to your potential. And what we're working on is internal alignment. The poses, as you saw in class, are very, very, very free flowing. So we don't spend nearly as much time, nowhere near as much time in this training working on alignment of the body. What we want to do is release tension in the body, and that's what keeps the body safe. That's what keeps us from injuring ourselves in practice, and that's what keeps the energy moving in the body. It's what creates that energy clearing effect that we wanted to create today, that cathartic effect. It's what keeps the energy moving in the body to create that awakening where the energy starts moving up your spine and creates real biochemical changes in the body. Now, the work that I offer you is really based on my 25 years of study. I started with a traditional Kundalini training. And as soon as I completed that training, I signed up and started studying with an Iyengar teacher because I didn't feel that I had enough posture training, that I didn't have enough information to keep the body safe, and because I really struggled with a lot of what I had learned, a lot of the dogmatic aspects of Kundalini. So I spent the last 25 years stripping away what truth, what the truth is about Kundalini, or the truth as best as I can understand it in this moment in time. It's a lifelong study. So I'm going to share everything I've learned with you. Kundalini is not unique to Kundalini yoga. Kundalini energy is what we're trying to access in all styles of yoga. We just happen to use a different method. This particular method really works for that personality with a super busy mind, someone who has a lot of trouble sitting still, who has trouble focusing, who's super stressed out, and who might find a slow, gentle class at this point just too difficult to stick to. There are some of us that find incredible peace in a slow moving class, and there's some of us where it is just far too difficult. We will all arrive in the same place. We're all going to find that place of peace. But with Kundalini students, I always say some of us need to take a noisier path to get there, a noisier, sweatier path to get to that place of stillness. We're all going to get there. Just the journey looks a little bit different for us, for those of us who have that spinning mind, that busy, active mind. So in this course, we're not working with the set kriyas as taught by Yogi Bhajan. Of course, we're going to have to reference them because most of what we know about Kundalini in the last 40 years, most of what people expect to see in a Kundalini class is based on that. So we have to look at that, but it doesn't stop there. You're going to learn how to create your own kriyas. So it's very different.
Okay, great. Thank you, Gloria. Can you talk a little bit about the timing of like what's required for a time commitment on a daily basis for this course?
Absolutely. So as of day one, we're going to start right away with a 40-day meditation practice. That's critical in the Kundalini practice. So you have to set aside time for your meditation and journaling. On average, look, it just depends how quickly you want to get through this. If you want to get this done in 40 days, you're going to have to set aside around 10 hours a week. So that's just a little bit over an hour a day. Or you can do longer practices some days, shorter practices other days. You've got 2 physical practices that are released every week. You'll have to either join us for the lives, which are anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes long, or catch the replays. And then there's some lecture, and you're also going to have some assigned reading because you have a very comprehensive manual. I know it sounds overwhelming, but I know that people that are involved in the study of yoga are generally talking about yoga all the time, reading about yoga all the time, and doing yoga all the time. So I don't think it's going to take nearly as much of your free time as you think it is. I think you're going to really enjoy engaging with the group. I think you're going to love the group of students actually that are engaged in this work. They're uplifting, they're inspiring, and the conversations are very enriching. People come with their depth of experience, and they really add a lot to the course. We learn from each other. So if you spent roughly 10 hours a week on this, you could get this done in 40 days, but you have until the end of the year to complete this. You have until December 31st. Now, those of you who are in the Self-Mastery Series course, you know that I've positioned this between the end of Crystallize Your Vision and Break Through Your Blocks. But after Break Through Your Blocks, we kind of have our summer hiatus. We have a little bit of time to integrate all the work that we'll have done since January, because we started with Crystallize Your Vision, then the Foundations of Teaching, and then Break Through Your Blocks, and it's been one after the other. So there's going to be this little break in the summer where you can catch your breath and go back and do that work. So if you fall behind a little bit, I don't think you will. I really don't think you will. But if you do, you do have that period of time in the summer to catch up before we move into Heal Your Heart.
Great, thanks. Can you talk a little bit about the lives that are going to happen? Are they similar to the self-mastery in that they're Q&As, and are they optional, or are they required?
So attending them live is optional. It's just not realistic to expect everybody in every time zone to be there for the times that work for us. Even Raquel and I have struggled to land on a time that works for both of us. So to watch the replay is required, because these live Q&As are going to be more focused on tools and techniques. So there's going to be a lot of questions that are going to be important for how you build your classes. So we're going to go through curriculum work, but of course we will fall into some philosophical discussion, and some other aspects. It's impossible not to touch on personal development. transformation when we're doing this work, but it's going to differ from the self-mastery in that that's not our primary focus. We also have to really engage in the tools and techniques aspect and safety aspects. So we're going to spend more time on technical details than we normally do.
Okay, great, thanks. Sorry, I'm just reading through all of the questions.
Yeah.
Let's see. You talked about Yoga Alliance, correct?
Yeah, so yes. And so in terms of how this all works with Yoga Alliance, I think a lot of things are up in the air this year with studio closures, but if you're going to get a 200-hour certificate, you combine the Foundations of Teaching and the Self-Mastery Series courses. That will give you a 200-hour Yoga Alliance certificate. If you have a 200-hour Yoga Alliance certificate, the Foundations of Teaching is either going to count for continuing education credits or teacher training credits. That is still, I think that's still very much in flux for a lot of reasons, a lot to do with studio closures and so on and so forth. However, regardless, you're going to get some sort of credit, but the main thing is you're going to have everything you need to know to teach the style of yoga. So if that's why you're taking the course, if you're taking it to learn the tools and techniques, either for yourself or to teach others, you will have that and you will get credit in one way or the other.
Okay, thanks. Can you talk about, for those who don't know what the Self-Mastery Series is, you keep referring to those people who are in it, but
yeah,
what that is.
So the 200-hour training that I offer is divided into those two aspects: the tools and techniques, the Foundations of Teaching course, and the Self-Mastery Series. I call it Self-Mastery Series course, but really the Self-Mastery Series is made up of 4 courses. And it's the personal transformation aspect of the training, which I think is the most important aspect of any teacher training. And when I took my trainings online, I've been doing trainings since 2002, teaching training since 2002. When I took the trainings online in 2014, I decided to divide it up and have an aspect of the training where you could fully immerse yourself in your transformational journey. Why? Because I would see students of all sorts of different styles of yoga. I mean, I was hiring teachers and interviewing, hiring, training teachers, and watching so many very, very capable people not being able to step up to teach and not being able to step up in their lives. It's sort of the same dynamic that's at play. Whatever's blocking you from teaching, whatever's blocking you from, leading in your life, from whatever that insecurity is, whatever that block is that's keeping you from teaching, it's keeping you from something else in your life. And I would see it over and over again. Very capable people not really showing up for themselves. And so this is about you discovering you. This is about you being able to see what others see in you and you're not yet able to see in yourself. It's an incredible journey, and it's a challenging journey. It's a challenging journey in that it means you've got to face things that you may not have been wanting to face all these years. But the beauty of this practice is not only delivers you those insights that you've been needing to create change, it gives you the courage and the energy to create that change. So those of us that started the Self-Mastery Series in January, we started with Crystallize Your Vision, and many, many people start there. And I think it's a great place to start because, getting crystal clear on why you're here, on creating that passion, that energy, that excitement about life again, which we all need right now, by the way. Creating that energy and excitement is what gives you the drive to then do the hard work of break through your blocks. But many, many people, Raquel included, start with break through your blocks. Many people land there. We land in the series exactly where we're meant to land. And so breakthrough blocks is, I'll be telling you more about it in at the end of April as we prepare to open that course for enrollment. It's the one that students have the hardest time getting excited about, but it is the one that creates the greatest transformation. That's the one that really frees you from those lower chakra blocks that are blocking your potential. And then the course that we do in the fall is the Heal Your Heart course, which is when we work on healing our relationship with ourselves so we can start healing our relationship with others. So if we have relationship issues or something's going on with our partner, we can't fix this. We cannot fix them. We cannot go out there and try to change things. We have to change things in here. So we do our own personal healing, and that creates space in our life for us to want to heal those other relationships, to really, and I know we want that right now. We want that closeness with others again. We've experienced what it's like to be isolated and separated, and life is relationships of all kind. And the final part of the journey is master your mind, because the mind is an incredible storyteller, and you don't have to believe everything your mind tells you. And that is the last part of the journey. When you learn how to master your mind is when you master your life. So yeah, so that's the self-mastery series journey, and those 4 courses that are all part of the series can be combined with the Foundations of Teaching course to get your 200-hour certification. And I believe I don't want to say it's the more, it is, to me, it is the most important aspect of teaching. You cannot teach others to heal if you've not done your own healing work, and that work is lifelong. And that's the cool thing about the self-mastery series courses, is you don't just do them once and then it's done. They're available to you to do year after year after year, and you're going to want to, because you are going to experience that transformation, and you're going to want to stay connected with this community, because there aren't so many places you can dip in and just get nonstop positive energy from people all over the globe. I mean, it's an amazing, unique experience. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Just back to the Foundations specifics.
Yeah.
Can you talk about if there's like a practicum or an exam, or what's required to actually get the certification? Yeah.
Totally. So we can see from the course platform if you're getting through all the coursework. So we keep our eyes on you. So you do have to go through all of the lectures and do all of the classes, and you've got a lot of time to do it. So you've got right up until December 31st, but I'm pretty confident you're going to be done, if not in 40 days, within a couple of months for sure. And then we have a sort of an open book, multiple choice exam, so that you can get familiar with your manual, you know where to go to reference things, and we can do a little safety check to make sure, okay, did this information land? Because there's going to be some things that are important. So definitely there's going to be that safety aspect to the training, but it's easy to learn. The concepts are, try to make things very, very simple so that they're very user friendly, and you don't get bogged down trying to get through this material.
Thanks. And the classes that are offered in the course, are they as intense as the one you just did? And how long are they?
Each and every class is completely different. So there's always some high energy classes, and the first one is definitely high energy. What I have for you in this particular course is what I call 10 sample classes. So what I've done is I've taken sort of the main themes that I have in the classes that I do, and taken the key sequences, the key poses I use. For example, in the first class is a cleanse class in module 1. Cleanse, detox, and this is so that we can have the opportunity to learn something new, because we're very resistant to change. We even with our yoga, we learn things about yoga and then we hang on to those concepts. And there's something about this idea that the more just wanting to be right, or wanting to this knowledge being some sort of power. But what knowledge does, when we hold on tight to what we know, we don't leave any space for new learning, to look at something from a new perspective and a new way of seeing things. So we block our own learning when we hold on tight to concepts like that. Raquel, what else did you want to know?
No, just that, like whether they're that intense and how long they are.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And off on a tangent. The intensity, yeah. So each one is completely different. So the first one is that high energy, the cleanse, and but each one, there's ones that are on intuition, and they are slower, and also the classes are longer. The classes are an hour long. What we just did was 30 minutes. So we try to pack a lot into 30 minutes to give you some sort of experience, some sort of sampling of it. But the courses, there's definitely some high energy, more intense classes, and there are some that are slower, more controlled, more meditative. And the thing is with Kundalini, it's an all levels practice. So that means that it's one practice for for any level of student. It's just that you can dial it back more quite easily. Meaning, if I'm doing 26 squats and you only want to do 15, that's okay. Go slower. You're still going to benefit. So it's a very easy practice to modify. So no, not everything is at that level of intensity.
Okay, great. And someone asked just like what the typical day is like. So I responded, just correct me if I'm wrong, but I said that the classes are released on Tuesdays and Fridays. The lives are on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And in between that time, there is the daily meditation practice, and there may be some worksheets and journaling that you're working on in between as well.
Exactly. And this time versus the self-mastery series courses, you'll do the class, but you're going to want to go back to that exact same class for another few days, because we're going to pick the classes apart. We're going to pull them apart and really look at, what did we do? Why did we do this? What, we want to get to the why behind things. We want to experience it, and then we want to get a little bit of a better feel of, why did we do that warm up? Why did we add this mantra? So we're going to work with the classes differently than we do in the self-mastery series. So that means you're going to want to repeat them several times.
Okay, great. I think we're covered.
Okay. Oh, something I keep forgetting to mention, so I'll just mention it here quickly. We do have 2 bonus classes for you, and it's at the very, very end of the course. One of them I will be teaching for you, and the other one, Destiny Berman, who is a brilliant online launch strategist, will be teaching. The course I'm going to share with you is the business of yoga, and that will cover just about everything you need to know, from getting your very first teaching job, if you want to teach, right through information on opening a yoga studio, to running retreats, to running your own training. So just some information that you might be interested in to, to start your yoga career, build your yoga journey. And Destiny is going to be teaching students how to take their coursework or their classes and, take their business online. So that's going to come on May 5th. So both of those business classes are going to happen on May 5th, at the very end of all of our curriculum, after we've done all the deep dive into the yoga.
Great. And registration closes when? On Friday, right?
Thursday.
Oh,
the
Thursday.
25th.
Okay. Yeah, the 25th, because
end of day Pacific time on the 25th. If you register now, you'll get right into the course platform. You can hop in and say hello and just have a look around, get familiar with everything, because we are starting in just a few days.
And I'll just pop the link in one more time for everyone in case you have additional questions. There's lots of information here on the site.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. I hope we've answered all your questions. Thank you, Raquel, again. And we hope to see you in the course if it works for you. And thank you for joining us. Sat Nam.